Tell us about yourself and the roadmap you took that led you to your position.
So I am currently the president of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. I have been in this position for 12 years. Prior to that, I was the executive vice president for 3 years, so 15 years in national leadership. I was hired by the FAA in 1990 as an air traffic controller. I worked at Washington Dulles Tower, TRACON, to 2003. In 2003, I became the alternate regional vice president up in New York, and then I was elected as the vice president and then the president.
Was air traffic control your first career goal?
You know, it's interesting. I didn't even, when I took the test to become an air traffic controller, I didn't even know what air traffic control was. It was pretty fascinating. I went to college for business and finance, and I was in the midst of working in the business world, and I met a man who was a retired air traffic controller, and he would tell me stories about being an air traffic controller. And he actually brought me to, I was living in Florida at the time, he brought me to Fort Lauderdale Tower and brought me up there and showed me what air traffic controllers do, and then to Miami Center. And I just knew that's something I wanted to do for the rest of my life. It was just fascinating.
How did you begin your career?
It took about 18 months to take the test and start going through the hiring process and then get an Oklahoma City date.
Are there any skills or personal attributes that are essential to the success of your job?
So as an air traffic controller, your skills for sure are, you need to be able to think three-dimensionally, right? Because you have airplanes in kind of on top of each other and side by side, and you need to separate them and then be able to solve and work as a team.
Is there any advice that you would give to students at Patriots or youth in general about going into your field?
For those that want to enter into the world of aviation, whether it's through engineering or technicians or air traffic control, I cannot recommend it highly enough to you. I really think, to me, aviation is something, as it's starting to evolve now, when you talk about UAVs and urban mobility, moving around on drones from building to building. When you think about what the future looks like, it's going to be fascinating, and it's going to be a career that you're going to be challenged every day, and you're going to love to do it.
How is it important for youth to be involved in STEM camps, classes, or groups?
Well, listen, I think that STEM camps are so important, right? And aviation groups, because then it becomes natural and becomes muscle memory to you when you think about, principles of flight or the mathematics behind separating two airplanes, 5 miles apart or 3 miles apart at the speed they're going. STEM is so important, and education is so important, and I just think that the future is so bright in aviation, with commercial space, really becoming this normal thing that people are talking about, that someday we're going to be living on the moon. Someday we'll actually have a chance to go to Mars. This is, what the future looks like to us, and getting involved early and being involved in it is just going to make you so successful in the career if you understand the STEM and the principles of aviation, and you understand the system. It's just really going to give you a path forward and a step ahead to be successful in aviation.